Navigating a Public Relations Crisis by Luis Ayala. Synopsis of Crisis. A section of the bleachers located at the first hole tee-off collapsed halfway through the LA Invitational. The collapse was not major, however, 5 adults and 1 child did sustain minor injuries. It was quickly reported by the media that the Rio Pinar Country Club ignored inspections recommending repairs and upgrades. After further inspection of the stands, our on-site crew members noticed that some of the bolts were loose in one specific area and realized that the stands were not suitable for use before being repaired. It was then noted that our crew should have double-checked the stands to make sure that they passed inspection for the safety of our guests. Even though there were only a few minor injuries, the situation could have been much worse. Potential impact. Potential impact for the crisis could affect a few different areas. Some of those things are membership sales, future events, and the cause itself. For starters, the crisis could affect the Rio Pinar Country Club by club membership sales dropping due to overlooked inspection repairs. Members pay really good money for their memberships, and the last thing they want to do is feel unsafe at the club. This could also affect future events being held there. There are plenty of country clubs all over Florida, so it will not be very hard for organizations to find another course to host their event. Another area that this crisis could affect is the event itself and the cause that it represents. Not only did the club overlook the inspection, but so did we. We put our trust in the Rio Pinar Country Club to make sure that all of their equipment was safe and passed inspection. By doing this, we did not double check the safety of the area, and it resulted in injuries to our guests. This could impact us especially when it comes to donations and grants raised towards the Boys and Girls Club, and could also impact the reputation of all parties involved. The emergency response team and their roles are as follows. The emergency response team will include the country club president, the public relations executive, the event director, event staff, and club employees. The country club president will be responsible for all hirings to make any adjustments or repairs to areas that do not pass inspection. He or she will be in charge of hiring the proper personnel, approving statements that will be released to the media, and approve all moves that are made during this crisis period. The public relations executive the Rio Pinar Country Club's public relations department will be responsible for assigning one PR individual to a spokesperson. The assigned spokesperson will be responsible for addressing the media by making official statements and answering all media questions regarding the crisis. Event coordinator. My staff and myself will be responsible for inspecting all areas that guests will have access to for the remainder of the event. The staff and myself will address everyone that attended the event by sending out emails to apologize for the crisis and also make a statement through social media platforms such as Facebook and Twitter. I will also address my followers by making a brief statement through my blog. The audience that we are trying to reach are as follows. Internal audience, employees, event staff, club president, club public relations department. The external audience that we are trying to reach are event attendees, tournament participants, the injured individuals, the media, and the public. The message points that we will be using for the public and employees are as follows. Internally, we will gather all event personnel and club personnel and explain the current situation. We will make sure everyone is aware not to leak any information to the public at any cost. We will also come up with a plan to address the issue and also have employees sign a disclosure agreement to agree not to talk to media or anyone outside the club. Externally, we will give an explanation of what went wrong. We will show concern for injured individuals. We will apologize for the crisis. We will show commitment to fixing the issue. And lastly, we will consistently update progress to the media and to the public about any progress or any updates of the crisis. This is the official statement that we will use for the press conference and also to post to social media platforms. We regret to inform the public that there has been an accident at the Rio Pinar Country Club, where it was hosting the first annual LA Invitational. One of the bleachers at the opening tee of the event has partially collapsed due to some structural damage. Unfortunately, there were a number of minor injuries due to the collapse. As of now, we are conducting an intensive investigation regarding the issue, and because of that, we cannot give out any further information. All we can say now is that we apologize to the guests that were injured and to their families. We will continue to update the individuals, the families, and the public of any updates that occur. Thank you. Public Relations Spokesperson. The communication channels that we will be using to communicate with everyone involved are as follows. We will communicate with the employees, staff, public relations department, and club president through emails on anything regarding the crisis. We will also communicate by phone with the president, PR department, and staff on any updates regarding the crisis at hand. On top of everything, we will hold meetings between staff and the club to go over any details that need to be covered. Externally, we will post to Facebook and Twitter on any updates regarding the issue. We will also hold a number of press conferences to give the public any updates on the situation. I will also be posting any updates about the crisis to my blog. The long-term recovery plan. We will act quickly on the matter and consistently post updates regarding the crisis. Once the repairs have all been made, we will post a photo of the new and improved bleachers to all social media platforms, showing that the issue has been resolved and all equipment has successfully passed inspection. We will also use social media and blogs to encourage our followers to continue to support the cause at hand, which is to raise enough money for the Boys and Girls Club for improvements and renovation projects for its Central Florida locations. We will again apologize for this unfortunate crisis that took place and make a guarantee to commit ourselves to not allowing an incident like this to happen again in the future.